this just to make you bite my tongue. Beautiful. I don't think my voice can get any higher pitched than that.
Yeah. Oh, dang. Glad we got that out of the way.
This is to keep a marriage brimming with love and the loving cup. When you are wrong, admit it. And when you are right, to shut up.
And I cannot wait to be Aunt Rhiannon one day.
The covenant of marriage was established by God, who created us male and female for one another. Micah and Resa come today to give themselves to one another in the sight of God.
Long ago when Resa was in first grade, I was like, Resa, why are all these little boys hanging around? You said, Daddy, I can't help it. I'm just a boy magnet. Well, this is just to say I'm glad she's found someone that she can be attracted to also. Welcome to the family, son.
So, me and Resa met at the Wesley.
We met in college ministry, and he was friends with my roommates. And so he came over, and we were hosting about 30 people over to our house at night.
I was hanging out with some of her roommates and Joel, and we were all going swimming.
But while they were waiting, Micah decided to throw rocks at a dumpster.
And so I'm just chunking them with this dumpster, and then I just hold on to one too long and goes right through a Honda Civic window.
One slipped out of his hand, and he shattered my car window.
Oh, no.
And I knocked on the door, and I was like talking really fast. Can I have the keys to your car? I'm gonna take it and go get it fixed. I broke your window on accident.
I thought he was kidding. He was like, I broke your car window. And I was like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
She called me one day, and she was like, hey, some guy broke my window. So that was my first impression of Micah, you know.
And he was like, I did, I'm so sorry, I'll get it fixed. And so I just slowly started taking my key off my key ring. And I was like, here, you'll take care of it.
I got it fixed, washed it, cleaned it out, vacuumed it, put gas in it, and bought her groceries because I felt so awful about it, and brought it back to her.
And he bought me a case of Dr. Pepper. So he went above and beyond, and that was when I was kind of like, he's a good guy. Like, maybe we'll give him a chance.
Those who are great, it says that. Whoever would be great. Do you want to have a great marriage? Yeah. I thought so. Do y'all want them to have a great marriage? Well, the text says if you would be great, you must be a servant. You want to have a great marriage? You serve one another. Here's my challenge to you. Don't keep score on it, but see who can serve the other one better.
Resa, I vow to be as vulnerable as I can with you. I promise to always make time for date night. I promise to always put the responsibility of our family first.
I promise to be your wife first, your best friend, and your biggest supporter.
And I wouldn't say I fell in love with you, because that implies that it was unintentional. But every day, I choose to love you.
Well, one day he was at my house, And he told me, hey, I just went on this date with Resa. I think I'm gonna marry that girl. No, you didn't say I think. You said, I'm gonna marry that girl. And I thought, how cute is that?
Above all else, I promise to love you now, tomorrow, and for the rest of our lives as we strive to look more like Jesus.
I vow to always try to look more and more like Jesus every day. Resa, and I promise and I vow to you I will love you forever and always.
With the joining of hands and the giving and receiving of rings, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, I give you Mr. and Mrs. Micah Resa. Micah, you may kiss your bride.
When I moved to Fort Worth back from Lubbock, where me and Resa met, she wrote me a letter right as I was leaving, and it had a poem at the end. And at the very end it says, "You're leaving, and I've yet to come to terms, because the things you'll leave are waiting here. Rivers divide us, and my thoughts are confirmed. I wish I could say that I'll miss you, dear, but there's not a strong enough word to convey this plea, that there's some road that will bring you back to me." And it did.
When you're lost in the waves and you can't find your way, I just wanna be your harbor. Let me be your way back home. When you're drowning in the deep and the dark is all you see, I just wanna be your harbor. Let me be your way back home.
First, it's been a very emotional wedding, right? Even the cake is in tears. Some of y'all will get that in a minute. And this is a tough crowd. Hold on, let me skip through all the jokes.
To the starlight, you'll see the coming sunrise. Don't you lose your heart, it's alright. We'll find a way through. When you're lost in the waves and you can't find your way, I just wanna be your harbor. Let me be your way back home. When you're drowning in the deep.
So, give it up for the bride and groom. Love you guys.
Till death do you part. Cheers.